everybody, and welcome to our YouTube channel and the East Coast Keto Test Kitchen. I'm Bobbi.
And I'm Geoff.
And together we are East Coast Keto. We have a great recipe for you again today, but before that, please hit that subscribe button down below.
Alright, so we're getting our trays ready to receive the bacon. So easiest thing to do is cover it with foil. This makes for real easy cleanup. Just cover it with foil and tear off a piece of parchment to fit. And roughly, it doesn't have to be precise. We're not building cabinets here, this is rough. Now, a little trick that is on pretty much every pack of foil and parchment and plastic wrap, you'll see a little half circle here on the end of the box. And what that is designed for is to hold the roll in place. So you push it in, and now when you pull out your paper or your foil, the roll is going to stay in the tube. Neat trick. All right, and we're back, ready to start putting some bacon on. So let's easily open the package of bacon. Good for a serrated steak knife, it easily cuts into the plastic. And here we go. So pull this back, and then we got the bacon yumminess. So what we're gonna do is pull some of this off and start taking it out one piece at a time. And what we do is fold it in half and line them up like little soldiers. Sometimes the fatty end tends to stick together and can be a bit of a pain. So let's just do a bunch at a time. And when I lay them down, I'll overlap by about maybe a third. So, because what's going to happen is the bacon is going to shrink as it cooks, and when we take it out to flip it over, there'll be room. It'll work. So we just keep on layering them on, and we'll check back with you in a minute. Welcome back, folks. We got our 3 trays loaded up. There's 4 full 500 gram packages. We fold them in half. It's our preferred method of doing it. What ends up happening is the outside is cooking in the fat as it cooks in the oven. And what you end up with is a crisp outside and a tender, juicy inside. It's absolutely yummy. So all that is ready to go, and we got our oven preheated to 350, and hippity hop, off to the birdie boiler. All right, here we go. There's 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So we set the timer. I'm going to give this around 20 minutes, and after the 20 minutes is up, we'll deal with it then, and we'll see you in 20 minutes. Hey folks, welcome back. Our timer has gone off, so we're at the 20-minute point, and I'm going to pull, steam. Pull these out one at a time, being very careful not to spill the bacon fat into the oven. That will make quite a big mess, and you'll set off your smoke detector. So what I'm doing here is draining off the bacon fat that has cooked off so far, and we're putting it into a bowl because keep this on the counter and use it for everything. Anytime a recipe calls for a healthy fat and you're thinking butter, try it with bacon grease. It's free. So there we go. We got that. And I'll lay this down here. And what I do here is basically flip over every piece, separating them. I find this technique works best where you got a fork to hold down and using your small tongs to flip them over. And as you can see, we got some extra space where as it cooks, it's shrinking. So we continue this on every piece and all the trays. They go back in for another 20 minutes and we'll see you then. Welcome back, folks. We got our bacon finished. Already got 2 taken out. There's the timer. I'll turn the timer off and I can even turn off the oven. And out comes the last tray. And here we are. This is pure goodness. We got hot bacon, but it's crispy on the outside, melt in your mouth, yummy on the inside. We'll let this cool and we'll get Bobbi back in here and do a taste test. Also want to point out again the liquid gold that is a byproduct of cooking bacon. It's free. It's a perfect healthy fat. Keep it in a bowl next to the stove. Don't put it in the fridge. You'll forget about it. Every time a recipe calls for a healthy fat, switch it up. Instead of using butter or olive oil or avocado oil, throw in some bacon grease. It's free. It's good. We'll see you in a bit. Let this cool. And welcome back.
And here I am.
Here you am.
This is the best part because I get to be the taste tester
Right.
today. Now, one of the things that I don't think Geoff mentioned is depending on your oven may have hot spots.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're taking it in and out of the oven, switch them back and
Move
forth or move them around because that way you're going to get an overall consistency that's going to be the same. Or, I know in our case, we know our oven pretty well. And if you look at these pieces of bacon, this guy here is a little bit overcooked. Look at that
Look
goodness.
at that goodness dripping
And
off
this
there.
one here is not quite as cooked, so I like it
Crispy.
like this, and he likes it extra crispy.
Yeah. Now, what this is sometimes a result of is the sometimes inconsistent cuts in the bacon. I mean, same brand, you can open 4 different packages and they're going to be cut different. Oh, it's coming from different pigs and
It's all bacon.
it's all bacon though. And it's all good.
Anyway, try your bacon like this. I promise you won't go back and try it the other way because this is absolutely amazing. We take it from here and we'll put it in, you can either store it in the fridge or in the freezer. Some people put it in the freezer, but we find in our household, I know you take 3 or 4 pieces to work every day, and we also use it as snacks, so it doesn't really last long enough to go in the freezer in our house. In any case,
That's cool.
we need to now go find our 2 crew members who are
Our keto dogs.
they're our puppies, who are anxiously waiting to have their piece of bacon and their reward for being good pups. Anyway, thanks for joining us, and hope you enjoyed the video. Come on back next time, and we'll talk keto from the East Coast Keto Test Kitchen.
And we'll create some more goodness.
Mm.
See you, folks.
Bye.